1 Corinthians 9. We'll take it another time and then round up here. 1 Corinthians, we are talking about striving to win the prize. 1 Corinthians 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may what? Obtain. That's obtain the prize. And every man that striveth, we are talking about striving for the prize. Every man that striveth for the mastery, that means for excellence, is temperate in all things. That means you exercise self-control. Now, they do it in the natural to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I, therefore, so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. But what do? And what should you do? But I keep under my body. That means I keep my emotions, I keep my senses under, and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Now, Paul wrote this. At the time Paul was writing this, he has been involved with apostolic ministry for 20 years. And he said, if he was not cautious, it was still possible for him to be a castaway. What did he say? He said, I'm putting my body in check. I'm putting my emotions and appetite and senses in check. So that after I have preached to others and they have been converted, me, myself, I will not be told to stand aside. That means it's possible. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very possible. It's very possible, to have labored for years, like we quoted from the book of Ezekiel earlier on, and turn to unrighteousness. Whenever you see people who have blessed you, and they begin to talk nonsense, just pray for them. Because it's beyond them, it's a spirit. And some of them can be recovered. But some of them will not want to be recovered. I have it on record. There are some things I can't say on the pulpit. A significant number of preachers today who have gone after sorcery and enchantment because they know that is what people want. They know people are looking for the spectacular. They are still pure, genuine, undefiled miracles. That's so clear. But when some of them who have been in grace have lost the grace, like Paul, like Saul, who, when the Lord didn't speak to him by dream or by vision, what did he do? He went after the witch of Endor. I have made a lot of information, first-hand information, about quite a number of people. In fact, some people have now believed that Nigeria is the headquarters of Christian sorcery. They told us in Gambia. Somebody was preaching in Gambia one day, and he said people were criticizing, the miraculous he was doing. He said, and I said, God knows, I've never been to Nigeria. Well, I felt embarrassed anyway. He said, and I've not gone to Nigeria. To some of them in Africa, Nigeria is the headquarters. It's one of the things the church will put into prayers. But one of the things that the Lord will do is that every altar with fire that is not from the Lord shall cast them down. And it's time for us to begin to prophesy over every false altar. Let every false altar crash. Let every false altar collapse. And let those who are held captive by them be released. But let your heart be pure. Seek God. Let God be your focus. Let God be your desire. No human being saved you. And no human being is your Messiah. If God tells you something, and your papa or anybody tells you any other thing, let them be accursed. That's what the book of Galatians says. May the Lord stabilize us. And the reward for living for Jesus, may we not lose it. May the Lord help us to keep striving against every temptation and opposition. And may the Lord help us to make it to the end. And at the end, obtain the crown of life. Can we stand on our feet? Thank you, Lord Jesus. Just give thanks to God that He has given you the privilege to be His own. Give thanks to him that just thank the Lord that he has made you to be a believer in him. And then ask that God will keep you. Ask that God will preserve you. Ask that God will assist you to be steadfast unto the end. This is not God